What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Wrestling Junkies podcast. I'm Eric, Mr. Cincinnati Robinson, and as always, joined by the podcast dad himself, Chris Hoops. Hoops, how you feeling, buddy?
I'm feeling much better. My voice still does not sound fantastic, but what we're gonna do here is I'm gonna edit something for you, since I have a nice graggly voice. You will now refer to me as the podcast father.
I will do no such thing.
You will. Now that I have
I will not.
fully matured and gone through everything, I am now the podcast father, and you will address me as such.
Anyway, welcome to the Wrestling Junkies podcast, guys. As always, we appreciate your love and support. Make sure to hit that QR code in the top left corner. Like, share, subscribe. Help us to run those numbers up. We're trying to get some of our followers back after Elon got rid of a bunch of bots, and we're so close to 1,000, so we really, really need you guys' help. If you know just one person who would enjoy this podcast, share it with them. Let them figure it out for themselves, and if they like what they like, then have them hit subscribe. New merch is here. Our merch store is up and running. Make sure to cop a t-shirt. Here is the link to that. We've got t-shirts. We've got mugs. We've got hoodies. We got beanies. We got some cool designs on the way. We can't wait to share these with you guys. No new stuff to spark this week. Johnny Van Frank is, I don't know, somewhere.
He's on vacation again.
What are we paying
He's earned
him?
it. He's earned it.
No. Seriously, what are we paying him?
Don't take your frustrations out on him. Don't do that.
I'm not frustrated.
Also, John Cena, tell some people to follow us. I know you know a lot of people.
Yeah, seriously. John Cena follows us on X. How cool is that?
Say that.
Are you done?
Yeah, acknowledge me. I am the podcast father.
I will do no such thing.
Yeah, man, what a heel turn. This is fantastic. This is what they all do. This is great.
Oh, man. Anyway, before we get into today's topics, we have a couple of great interviews dropping tomorrow. Can't wait for you guys to check these out. Again, Action Wrestling, we're sponsoring Mustafa Ali versus Landon Hale on April 26th. If you are in the Tyrone, Georgia area,
Hell
get
yeah.
your tickets tickets will be on sale soon. I have seen the match graphic for this. We've not released it yet, but it's pretty badass. So we cannot wait to share that with you guys. You ready to talk some Dynamite?
So here's the thing. I took some NyQuil at about 8:30 last night. So I missed the whole second hour. So I'm gonna rely on you for a little bit of it, but the first hour I'm in. Let's get this going.
I told you what kind of day I've had today, and this is okay. All right.
Woke up at about 4 a.m., mouth open, drooling. Wasn't the worst Valentine's Day I've ever had. I will say that.
Yeah, me neither. I won trivia last night, so you know.
Yeah, you're really proud of that. It's really weird how proud. It is really scaring me.
That happens. What? Have you ever won
trivia? Oh, I do know how often that happens because we're on episode 26 of Stump the Smark, and you've never won.
Well, there are a couple of times that I should have won. We can go to the tape. You need to stop.
Oh, I heard it.
You need to stop.
He's somewhere. Okay. He's lurking.
Right.
He's like Sting. He's up in the rafters.
Is that contract biting me in the ass again? All right, so
you just see the Johnny Van Frank like Hook does up in the ceiling. You see that in your dreams.
Nope.
I missed you, buddy. I missed you so much. We took one day off, and I just missed you so much.
This has been an off week for us. This is
You're telling me I couldn't talk for 3 days of it.
Yeah, well, you sound better-ish now. So,
podcast father, thank you.
Yeah, we have to conserve that voice because also we will be on Wrestling Spotlight on Local Now at 8:30 Eastern Time. Channel 2074. Download the Local Now app. We're gonna be on TV. We're gonna be talking Dynamite. We're gonna be talking the road to WrestleMania. And King Chris missed the crew as well. Got to give it up to the King here.
Okay.
What? He acknowledged you. You can acknowledge him.
He has not acknowledged the podcast father yet. I will not talk to anybody until they acknowledge the podcast father. That's looking at the rest of our main event wrestling network buddies as well. My son is fine, but that's another story.
Yeah, make sure to give them a follow as well at @mainevent_net on all social
Ooh.
media platforms. Yeah.
Ooh, look at that.
What?
Look at that transition. Good for
I
you.
know. I'm learning a
Good
thing or
for
two. We
you.
have done this 117 times.
Wow.
All right,
I'm drinking my Emperor's Cloud tea because apparently Starbucks doesn't sell green tea. That just I'm yelling at the dude in the dry. Whatever. Let's talk
so
Dynamite before I get angry
no, it's just why can't you just get a white chocolate mocha like the rest of us?
because my throat hurts. I can't
It's
do
a
dairy
hot,
right now.
it's a hot beverage. It's okay, all right.
White chocolate? You're disgusting.
It's so good, dude.
You're disgusting.
You're disgusting.
I thought you were better than that. I
I
thought you were
thought you were
better than
better than
that.
that.
No.
Really?
Peppermint mocha all
Really?
day.
Okay, that's as basic as my drink. So
King Chris, if I bend in the knee, you won't be able to see me. So maybe another time. We all need to see me.
do it. Yeah.
Are we talking AEW today?
Yeah, that is what I've been trying to do. And you've been bitching about Starbucks. You've been making fun of me for winning trivia on Valentine's Day. I don't think that that's a crime. You know what? Okay. Let's reset.
It is a crime for a single guy to sit there and say I won trivia, and then that was the
What?
highlight of your night.
What? It's fine. I went up the street. I had a couple of drinks. I hung out with my friends. Did fine.
No judgment here.
Good. I appreciate that. That's why this works. Now are we ready to talk on it?
What a week!
I
What a
know.
week! I wonder what's in this tea, man, because something's weird.
I gotta spend 3 more hours with you today.
Yeah, I know. Wait till we spend 8 in the car.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah. Twice in like a 5-week span that we're gonna be doing that. Yeah,
That's
we got
what,
front row seats to see breast
32
cancer
hours
come back.
together.
God.
Let's go. Let's go. And a 5 a.m. chamber in there. Like, what is wrestling, dude? Oh, man.
You sleep over for the chamber? That's yeah.
Yep.
I can't wait, man.
Yeah,
Now can we talk AEW?
we can. Yeah, let's go ahead.
It's been a while since we've given them some love. I feel like we gotta keep the show
Go
moving
ahead.
here.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so let's kick it off. Adam Copeland, or not Copeland. Sorry, I'm looking at the list of matches when they were announced. Moxley and Dax Harwood kick off the show. That was a stiff match, man. That was
Yeah.
hats off to them. I mean, they went damn near the entire 20 minutes there, and man, blew me away. It's nice to see Harwood get that singles love every once in a while. I know that he's very much prefers tag team wrestling, but give him a chance to cook, and he delivers.
Yeah, he's pretty good. Like, I know that they want to do the tag team run and kind of let that be their legacy, but I'd be very interested to see what a Dax Hardwood like singles run
Did you
looks
say
like.
Dax Hardwood?
I did. I would be very interested to see what it was Valentine's Day. I'd be very interested to see what a singles run looks like for him because I think like he has a lot of potential in there. It may be coming, to be honest, with kind of Cash Wheeler's legal situation. I know criminal charges were brought, so we don't know what that means moving forward. But it looks like BCC and FTR are getting into a little bit of a feud, which that's pretty cool. I'll take that. Claudio and Mox. Yeah, I mean, pretty solid way to open the show. I like that they teased the time limit draw like they did last week. They had the draw. Like I always like that we have that into effect, right? Like
Sure.
that's something that they pull out every once in a while. Like, oh yeah, that's still a thing. Like the draws still happen. And come on, that's low hanging fruit. Acknowledge me, thank you.
That's low hanging fruit. Okay.
Yeah, it was a really good match, like you said, and I think a really good way to open Dynamite last night.
Yeah, so really enjoyed the match. Even the post match stuff, I liked it. So here's what kind of confuses me. So, after the match, Mox keeps the sleeper hold on. Wheeler comes out, tries to make the save. Then out comes Claudio, after this, crowd's chanting for BCC, and then once Mox goes and puts that sleeper again on Harwood, then they start to boo him. Like it's just like it's been a weird purgatory. I feel like for BCC, as far as are we supposed to cheer them, are we supposed to boo them? Like you know, especially given the fact that they're in the CMLL feud with Mystico and a few others that, you know, other than the working relationship and needing to set up matches for here and in Mexico. I don't know. It feels like it's kind of it's just a weird spot for them right now. And yeah, Kyle, exactly. I don't know who I'm supposed to root for. I enjoy all of these guys because I like their work. So cool, works for me. But logically, if I'm going to use the L word right now.
How dare you?
I think that it's our show. We can do what we want, and I'm going to use the L word. Yeah. So I don't know. It does make it hard to figure out. Okay, who am I supposed to cheer for? I mean, this was one of those matches that, like, if I got this as a singles at Revolution or Double or Nothing or something, just for the sake of this hypothetical, I would pay for this rematch, absolutely. So I'm hoping that this leads to a tag team match between BCC and FTR at Revolution.
I think they announced it for next week.
Of course they did.
I think I already saw that. I think I saw that online. That's announced for next week. So maybe there's some kind of smudge finish or whatever. But I will say, who you're not supposed to cheer for?
Who's that?
The grown-up Bucks.
I love them. I'm such a fan of this run right now. Right?
I like this a lot better than what we got early on. I do. I will admit that early on I was a little concerned, but now that they have kind of a edge to them, they're wearing the suits with the dried blood on them. Their working style is different, and like everything about them. I still don't like the name Matthew and Nicholas. It's a little weird, but whatever. I like that they shave their stupid mustaches and went with the soul patches. That just makes them more punchable in the face, right? Like that makes me hate them more.
I think they should do different stuff every so often with the facial hair. It makes for, again, just something different and douchey, and that's what they're going for.
Yeah, like soul patch, that's like the ultimate. Like that's the ultimate. Ask Michael Cole.
Mine's kind of trimmed up right now.
Yeah. It's good what they're doing. Like I'm very happy with it. And I wasn't in the beginning, and we talked about that. A couple weeks ago when they debuted these new characters. But if this is the way they're going, I'm excited. Do you think at Revolution it's the Young Bucks winning? Like, does Sting go out on a sword, kind of do, he is from the 80s, that old school, hey, I'm leaving with putting over talent? Or do you think they're going to give this huge spectacle to Sting, let him walk out, let him retire with the tag champions, and then, like, they love tournaments. Maybe we get a tournament after that.
No, I think that the Bucks win this one here. I mean, it's kind of a natural transition at this point. I mean, with Sting going out again, very old school guy. I do think he's going to count the lights here, and it only makes sense to put the titles on the Bucks for right now because, again, with them trying to, let's just say, clean up, for the lack of a better word, the company as a whole, just because they're now starting to really kind of lean into, hey, this has been our job for the last 5 years. We maybe haven't been taking it as seriously as we could, and they're going to show how serious they are by taking those tag team titles and having a good, significant reign with them. I mean, again, this is a very different Young Bucks than the last couple of tag team title reigns that we've seen. That I think that a prolonged run as heels right now would be good for them as we look at some other teams that should be in the running to dethrone them. Who those are right now, I haven't really given a whole lot of thought about just yet. And I think that's kind of why this needs to be the transition, is have them hold them as you kind of reheat that division.
Yeah, I would. I think Sting will do the old school count the lights kind of thing, and I think he's kind of the last of a of a generation, and we should see that. How do you feel about speaking of Revolution, like this card's getting stacked? Will Ospreay and Takeshita, how do you feel about that?
That'll be a fun one. I do like the idea of Callis pitting family member against family member. I don't necessarily see this leading to a blow up or anything of the Don Callis family per se. This will be a big test for Takeshita, who really kind of slowed down after getting a couple of wins against Kenny Omega. That tail end of 2023, at least in my estimation, wasn't super kind to him. So I think that if they are looking to get behind him again, I think he does have that win over Jericho a few weeks back. Here's a chance to really, really light him up. I mean, he's young. He'll work really, really well with Ospreay in the ring here. So I think that this will be a fun match. I don't see him winning it, but Ospreay will make him look great in the loss.
Yeah, I think this is a way to get Ospreay turned face for the crowd. For me, he doesn't really fit in the Don Callis family. Like, if you look at the makeup of the Don Callis family, it's Hobbs, it's Takeshna, it's Fletcher, like kind of young, up and coming talent. Like, I think Ospreay's bigger than that, and I think Ospreay would be fine on his own. Like, he doesn't need a mouthpiece. He doesn't. Like, he can talk. So I think this is a way to maybe babyface Ospreay moving forward.
Yeah, and I mean, I know that we've kind of kicked this around a few times on the show as far as looking at this family. Yes, it's called the Don Callis family. Is there anybody that you would consider a leader of that group, or kind of as far as a pecking order, who would be at the top of it? This could be the perfect way for Kyle Fletcher to also get some heat. I mean, he's having a hell of a run with the Ring of Honor TV title right now. Who better than United Empire to court United Empire out of the Don Callis family?
Yeah. I just think, like I said, I think Ospreay's bigger than the family. It's like, when Andre eventually left the Heenan family, like, Andre was bigger than the Heenan family. He didn't need him towards those later years, and I think that's what's going to happen. I don't think we see Ospreay until Revolution, but yeah, I mean, a pretty exciting match, and that first kind of big loss for Takeshna to see how he handles adversity, I think is going to be something fun to watch, because I think if Ospreay beats him, like, I think Don Callis will probably be the one to turn on Ospreay.
Yeah, makes sense.
Because he's been molding Takeshna forever. He hasn't really. He's worked with Ospreay a couple times, but he hasn't put in the time like he has with Takeshna.
Yeah. Well said. Well said. So your favorite wrestler, Wardlow, washed another jobber this week.
Yeah. Yep. I don't care. Toni Storm revealing that new tattoo was pretty cool too. Like, that's another match I'm really looking forward to.
You got to see.
Hey, you know what? Here's the thing. I come to work every day. I come to work except for Monday. I was still in the comments. I come to work I literally couldn't speak, but I could type. I come to work every day, rain, shine, no voice, actual voice, graggly voice. I am the podcast father, and this is me. How about that for a promo?
I love it. Well done, buddy. Well done.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Timeless Toni Storm, Wet Ink. I thought this was a super fun segment here. When I heard the title of this, I was thinking that this would be a something related to like a contract signing of some sort. But the fact that they're again going back to that history that Toni and Deonna have, and Toni basically getting a new tattoo with a dagger through that duck. That's pretty cool. I like that they're really making this personal. This could be a match of the night contender at Revolution for sure.
This feels like her first major match in this title run, at least for me.
No,
this one feels like a big deal, and this feels like the first big women's title match in a while.
Yeah,
to be honest. So,
yeah. I mean, and that speaks to the work that Toni has done with this character and the way that she has gone all in. I mean, we've always known the work rate was there. That's never been the issue. The Outcast character didn't really take off, I think, the way that a lot of people thought that it would. And this was a fantastic pivot. I'm really glad that she did, because I mean, this is just so unlike anything that we're seeing in wrestling in 2024, and she's just absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, and it looks like the Outcast might be done in general. I saw that with Ruby Soho walking out on Saraya. So it'll be fun to see kind of their careers splinter off and see what's next for them.
For sure.
Let's see. Adam Copeland and Danny Garcia. I thought
great match.
So I'm confused.
Okay.
Was this a title eliminator?
Uh, I guess I never know what the phrases mean anymore. But basically, yeah, winner gets Christian or was supposed to, and they went to a no contest, which also didn't make sense because Nick Wayne attacked Copeland first. So technically, Copeland should have won. And then on commentary, they say this has gone to a no contest. It's like, okay.
Yeah, so here's the biggest thing I'm confused about is, and I'm gonna look it up real quick. So bear with me.
You're good.
It is.
While you do that, I'll vamp. Yeah, I agree, Kyle. Saraya has. I think that we thought that there would be a lot more from her as far as now that she's cleared that this might be a bit more of a regular schedule for her. I love that she was able to get the win, get the moment at Wembley, but again, much like with AEW, the follow-up was just what was disappointing for me.
Even that felt forced. That was definitely going to happen. Yeah. So, my biggest gripe about this is, where is Danny Garcia in the rankings? He's not top 5 because it's Swerve, Hangman, Copeland, Moxley, and Takeshita.
Okay.
So why is he getting an opportunity to get a shot at that title?
So this is, and I can see his face grinning right now. We have a special guest in the waiting room right now.
Oh my goodness!
What's up, guys?
Here, man.
I just saw you guys were live from doing some cardio, so I was like, let me hit the link.
There you go.
I love this. The Frat Daddy Bryce Cannon in the house, getting ready for this weekend. How you doing, man?
Doing good, man. Got a busy weekend. But continue what y'all were talking about. I'm here for it.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. So I mean, as far as the rankings go, I mean, he's not on the list. I know that there was a promo that built to this on Collision. I don't know. I think
that's fine,
but part of the.
But don't tell me like the rankings are back and make a big deal about it if you're not going to use them. Like that was the whole point of bringing them back.
How did Hangman jump in front of Swerve? Because wasn't Swerve number 1?
Yes. Yeah, Swerve was 1. Yeah.
That was the whole gripe about the rankings the first time, is they made no sense and you didn't follow them. And now we're 3 weeks in and they're making no sense and we're not following them again. Like, just get rid of the rankings. Like, just get rid of them.
You said a swear.
Because it's stupid. It's stupid. Like, you book yourself into a box where I'm asking these questions now. Like, Bryan Danielson's getting a shot at Eddie Kingston's titles. He's not in the top 5. Where does that happen?
I don't know.
Doesn't make any sense.
I don't know.
And I know we're not supposed to use logic in wrestling, but you are now inserting rankings to force me to use logic in wrestling, and now I'm pissed off. Because you're not doing it.
Follow like WWE and just let anybody come in and get a title shot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, anybody.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, because I thought that, the rankings coming back was cool. It seemed like it was a larger, a piece of a larger overhaul. I think that they've also got some new production changes coming, potentially a new set. So I thought this was kind of a wipe the slate clean. Let's get back to like 2021 AEW. But I mean, the rankings are basically this is their wild card rule. They're just using it however the hell they want because they can, and that's
because that worked so well when WWE did it.
And this is working so well when AEW does it. It's the same.
Another one.
Podcast.
Another one. Yeah, the podcast father now.
Father Khaled.
The Young Bucks get a shot at the tag titles. They're not in the top 5 of the rankings.
But they're EVPs, pal.
Then don't do the rankings.
It's a dick swinging contest in that division. That's all that is.
Whatever.
Yeah, sip your salt of the earth or whatever your tea's called.
Emperor's Cloud.
Yeah, same thing.
I can't just go get a green tea in a drive-thru. I have to order an Emperor's Cloud. You know what?
And yes, Bryce Cannon is on his way. So, Bryce, tell us what you got going on this weekend, man.
I'm not on my way anywhere. I'm on a stationary workout equipment. I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Hold on, real quick. Do you have an Atlanta Braves hat on?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Look, pal, I can't let the blonde be out.
That's fair.
You know,
Well,
as of
you know what? you can actually get off because you groaned when I hopped on. So I
didn't groan. That was my throat. My throat hurts. That's what happened.
All I heard was, oh, here we go.
No. I didn't know who he was bringing on. When he says something like that, I'm always scared.
Well, to his advantage, I didn't tell him I was coming on. I just kind of hit the link and I just popped up.
Yeah, this is the Michael Cole, Pat McAfee kind of thing going on here, right? Yeah, we got.
What does that mean?
We got Corey Graves over here.
Hey, all that means is I'm married to Carmella.
Oh, here we go with this. If he wants a better life again.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, no, I'm gonna shut the hell up.
My life is great.
Yeah. That almost got me shot. Okay, yeah.
It did. Yeah, well, let's get past that because I won't be able to go to Georgia in a couple weeks to see you wrestle.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, then I'll be quiet.
Yeah. No, but
this weekend's pretty busy. Tomorrow I got Chester, South Carolina, APW. Typically I wrestle Rob Killjoy in Georgia, but I'm going to his pond, as you could say, the old duck man. Pluck his feathers in South Carolina. Then I come home to Macon, wrestle at a theater that I grew up going to. First ever wrestling show they've ever had. And then Sunday I'm in Atlanta. So 3-day stretch for me.
Love that. That's, hey man, you're staying busy, getting them reps in, especially before March 2nd rolls around. I'll be here in a couple of weeks. How are we feeling?
Good, man. I had I don't know if I told you this or not, but I had a little bit of an injury scare probably 2-3 weeks ago.
Oh shit.
Yeah, me and El Stucky, we were in a street fight at PCW and slipped on some water. Literally slipped on water and my knee popped.
Jesus.
Got checked out and everything. Everything's fine. No torn anything. No broken anything. So I've been rehabbing that. Wrestled Martin Stone since then. Everything's in check from that match. So, but looking forward to March 2nd. So I'm trying to get in the best shape of my life for that match and get my cardio up because Matt Cardona, he's a spot man. So
yep,
gotta be ready for it.
Yeah, no, this is gonna be a fun one to watch. We're gonna be there front row center, ready to enjoy the action, man.
Which I know you guys have already talked about it and all, but let's not talk about me and talk about the big stuff y'all are doing.
It depends on what you've heard.
Well, I know that Action just released a nice little surprise for everybody that
they did.
You guys played a part in, so.
Yeah, dude. That it was perfect timing for that to come together. You know Landon Hale as well. You know that this is going to be a good match, and
what a guy.
Yeah, opportunity. We can pass it up. Yeah, no, it's gonna be a real good time. Junkies are making moves here, and it's wild. Kind of, we're only 40, 50 days into 2024, and we're off to a nice start.
Well, here's the thing: is March 2nd, I'll finally get to meet you guys in person. It's only been Eric, like
several years. Yeah, man, it's gonna be a good time. We're gonna have a bottle of Terramana ready to go. So be ready.
Absolutely.
Podcast.
Well, get ready.
Podcast
get ready to
father,
go to.
Get ready.
Get ready to go to Salsa's after the show. That's a little meetup spot. They stay open late for Lariato guys.
Okay. I like it. Say less. Yeah, we're definitely in.
Yeah.
Not name dropping or nothing, but I had dinner with Braun Strowman there one time. So.
Whoa!
All right.
And then it legit. Then a month later, he shows up on WWE. I'm like, what the fuck?
Got the Bryce Cannon rub.
I'm telling you, everybody gets it but me, I guess.
I was gonna say real quick, we haven't seen you since you had your guest spot on AEW. How was that?
Well, let's just say I got paid pretty nicely for those 3 seconds. Okay. And then, that was a lot of fun. Because this go around, I knew a lot more people, so it was more of instead of like an awkward feeling of okay, I don't want to be in anybody's way. It was guys coming up to me or. Me not being worried about, hey, what's up, man? Like, I'm Bryce. Nice meeting you.
Yeah.
But AEW's always been like that, though, like super chill environment. But the best part was our interaction with Tony Khan. I won't get into it too much on air, but
Okay.
it was one to remember.
Hell yeah.
Okay, all right. Did you? So are you now in the security guard rankings, or how does that work?
Well, Samoa Joe fired us after that, so we're still trying to figure out our place in that area. Exotic Heat Security is still for hire if anybody wants us. Our resume doesn't really speak to what we can do, but I promise we're worth it.
So, Bryce, we do have a question in the chats here. Kyle from the Main Event Network wants to know what flavor of Ghost you got there.
So today, I've got the sour watermelon, wherever the camera is, the Warheads.
Nice.
So really gets you going. It's a different sip every time. All right, Ghost, go ahead and sponsor me now.
Ghost, The Rock, he's got it all.
Yeah, dude, seriously. He knows
Braves.
what to do.
No, we're not talking about the Braves.
Look, I was wearing my Bryce Cannon hat earlier, but when you're me and you're in the gym constantly, a black hat gets sweat build up in the salt rim, so
Yep.
tried to
Makes
save
sense.
everybody a little
That's all right.
a
That's
little
all right.
smell here.
No, that's all right. That's all right, man. So yeah, at this point, sounds like you got a busy weekend coming up. Any final words for any of your opponents if they may be watching this out there on the Twitterverse?
Just I guess 3 little words, or 4, I guess. Don't touch the tip.
There you go. All right.
I usually don't
very
count
nice.
D as a word because it's here or there, you know.
Yeah, that's fair. No, I got you. Tip will not be touched. Dude, this is a hell of a surprise, man.
That was a good run-in. That was a good run-in.
Yeah, no, this was
Don't interrupt me.
You know what? You gotta stop talking to me like that. Just because you got some bass in your voice now. You know what? Okay.
Ladies
right.
and gentlemen, live on March 2nd, Dublin, Georgia, you have the Mr. Cincinnati against podcast dad. Or father,
Let's do it.
excuse me, you
Let's
changed
do
on
it.
me.
Yes, I've gone through my puberty. Now I am the podcast father.
That was like me going from the frat boy to the frat daddy. I understand.
See, Bryce gets it. Why can't you get it?
Bryce Cannon, you are not podcast father, so yeah.
Praise be to he.
All right, well, I think that's gonna about do it for this episode of the Wrestling Junkies podcast. Bryce, it's always good to see you, man, and I can't wait to hang out in a couple of weeks. Enjoy that last bit of time in the gym. Give them hell this weekend. Stay safe. Thank you guys so much for checking out this episode. Remember, like, share, subscribe. If you know just one person that would enjoy this show, send it to them. Let them decide for themselves. We're just trying to grow this community. And, remember to support our merch store as well. The link is right there down below. Get a T-shirt, get a tank, get a sweatshirt, get a mug. I mean, come on.
Get a flag.
Yeah. That's what's next here. We got a few cool new designs in the works, so we're going to be adding to the store very, very soon. Thank you guys so much for enjoying this episode of the Wrestling Junkies podcast. I am Mr. Cincinnati. That's the podcast father, frat daddy Bryce Cannon. Always good to see you, buddy. And we will talk to you guys soon.